What's good, PGO Nation? Episode 7, The Battle of the Kingdom. We're here. Episode 8. Absolutely. Sorry, The Battle of the Kingdom. We're right here. We're not going anywhere. We're right here. We got a great full-pack, informative episode. I'm so excited to discuss some of the things that we're going to talk about. It's going to be very, very diverse. Not only are we going to get into boxing, we're going to dive into some of the things that's happening on the undercurrent, and it's going to be brought to you live by PGO. We got a breaking news, a bombshell that a lot of people ain't talking about. There's a lot of great of a boxing podcast commentary. But none of them has got this gem that we have from PGO Podcast. One of our contacts, a reliable source, has gave us some inside scoop into the boxing world, and we're going to reveal it today in the PGO Podcast. Twelve. We're not going anywhere. We're right here. Let's get ready to watch some good stuff right now.
Fast flurry of punches, one of them went straight low, but I'll tell you what, his work to the head was the best he's done the whole fight. Just when you think Saeed just added to it,
beat you to the death, you right back. Enough cuts, don't mess with the messenger. It's 18, homie, Anthony Thompson, and backing down's just not an option. Hit you with a 10-punch flurry, surely will drop him. But when you hit the surface, homie, worthless, like a young Sugar Ray Leonard with more will. Part of Joe Frazier was raised up Northfield. Hands still, faster than a cheetah when it comes to the slip game. You can't be hit, man. It's 18, Anthony Thompson, best boxer in Philly since Bernard Hopkins. And if you doubt it, then put your change up and you can get your cash too. Yeah, AT, you know how we do it, homie. Coming for the super welterweight belt, homie.
Just dropping them bars. Play this thing one more time. As we getting ready to get in for a second. That was just a little interlude. Again, shout out to my man Gilly who dropped those bars years ago for your boy the Messenger. I appreciate that. For those who probably watching waiting for Wild Weezy, he's running a little late. He ran into some complications, but he will be on soon. So don't worry about it. You're going to hear some of the sayings that Wild Weezy got. He will not miss this episode. You best believe that. Episode 8 will be coming to you real shortly by the PGO Podcast. So just hold tight. We're going to wait just a few more minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and get things started. He's always late. He really do. He be driving me crazy, Miss Helen. He be driving me crazy. Like, Wild Weezy, we about to go live. But yet, it's well worth it. Because there ain't no party like a PGO party, and you need Wild Weezy for sure.
fast flurry of punches, one of them went straight low, but I'll tell you what, his work to the head was the best he's done the whole fight. Just when you think Saeed just added to it,
beat you to the death, you right back. Enough cuts, don't mess with the messenger. It's 18, homie, Anthony Thompson, and backing down's just not an option. Hit you with a 10-punch flurry, surely will drop him. But when you hit the surface, homie, worthless, like a young Sugar Ray Leonard with more will. Part of Joe Frazier was raised up north. feel. He is still faster than a cheetah when it comes to the slip game. He can't be hit, man. It's AT, Anthony Thompson, best boxer in Philly since Bernard Hopkins. And if you doubt it, then put your chains up and you can get your cash too. Yeah, AT, you know how we do it, homie. Coming for the super welterweight belt, homie.
Spaghetti, what up, Neff? All right. We're going to go ahead and get things started. This is your boy, Ant the Messenger, coming to you by the way of the PGO podcast. My brother, Wild Weezy, will be here very, very shortly. Just sit back, hold tight, and hold on. But yet, we have a full loaded episode number 8, and this is called Who's Taking the Kingdom? Maybe I'm saying it wrong, but the producer will straighten me out on that. But one of the things that we're going to go ahead and get into, we're going to finally wrap this thing up, okay? We're going to talk about Zubriel Mattias. All right. I had to do a continuation on this because this is about a banned substance. And excuse me. Also, I want to definitely get a shout out to Ring, who brought forth this story first. So shout out to Ring Magazine, who I was once a part of. I actually had a big story by a great friend of mine, Joe Selladaquita, who wrote for Ring Magazine. So I'm definitely have connections with Ring Magazine. But however, Ring Magazine had brought forth the continuation, and we're going to end this. This is the last time we're going to talk about this situation as Zubriel Mattias, who has been cleared again. Now, what happened? A few weeks ago, Zubriel Mattias was tested, given a blood test, or not a blood test, but a urine for PEDs, and he was found to have ostarine in his blood. Now, what taking place is when a person get a blood test, or should I say a result for the test of a banned substance, they can sometimes be diluted through urine. So they like to do a second test, which is more precise through blood, and it's called the B negative test. And that test is an extreme rating testing through the blood system. Now, through this, it's supposed to be one of the purest ways of making sure that there's no dilution through the drug testing or contamination, so they could say. But he tested positive again. Again. Would you not believe that? And yes, he's been cleared to fight regardless. So what's taking place is the WBC is setting a gauge, which I think is playing with strange fire. I'm with you, Corey. This is BS. Because what it allows is it sets a gauge. And where there's a crack in the door, people will always find a way to kick it open. So what the WBC is saying, that the gauge or the threshold will be 0.10. His came in at 0.088, meaning he was only, I don't know what to call that, 12 tenths under the regulation. So instead of them saying, no, you should have no banned substance in your blood, they said, okay, you can have a little bit as long as it doesn't pass this, which I think is strictly BS, okay? Because, again, for those who may have not been on episode 7 and 6 when we covered Zubriel Mattias, unfortunately, when someone fought him, I'm not going to spare the name due to the family. They've been through enough. Someone died on his watch, where Zubriel Mattias fought an individual and they suffered brain trauma and they lost their life a few days later. Now, we cannot say that Zubriel had tested positive during his time, but it damn sure bring forth a question mark, right? You have test positive, and this is not the first time. Okay, for those who understand boxing, those who know, we know that Zubriel Mattias, this is the second time there has been speculation of this young man allegedly taking steroids. Well, allegedly is when there's no proof. There's been proof on this one for the second one that without a shadow of a doubt, through 2 testing, that he has been proven to have had a dirty test as far as banned substance. So we want to let that to be known. I just wanted to close this out because we talked about it several times, but finally it is a done deal. Zubriel Mattias has tested positive for ostrin, which is a banned substance, will help blood circulation, will help muscle loss, and all these things that should not be given to an advantage as a fighter. He has had, and the reason why I say is playing with strange fire, because what will happen? A caller called in a few weeks ago named Sean. I won't forget that. He dropped a lot of understanding on what it will allow fighters to do is to use these banned substance, right, for months out of the fight. And then when the fight get close, they'll slowly begin to wean themselves off, right? And as they weaning themselves off, they mean that there will be a low ratio of banned substance in their blood or in their urine, which means that if the WBC sets a gauge, that means that I can buck the system. I can get up under that, but yet I receive the benefits of taking these banned substance months on out, right? So Zubriel Mattias will be able to continue his fight on January the 10th, 2026 for his WBC title. So I just wanted to get that. Now, one of the next things that we're going to talk about after we get rid of this is we're going to talk about absolutely all the WBC care about is financial gain. Absolutely. So you take your pick, whose side you on. This is where Bud Crawford and a lot of things get murky as far as some of the politics in boxing. But we're going to get really, really deep into boxing along with the Muhammad Ali Act. A lot of you guys might not know and understand what the Muhammad Ali Act is, but let me break it down to you. This is very, 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 very important. So what is the Muhammad Ali Act? As we go ahead and we dive into it, the Muhammad Ali Act, Boxing Reform Act 2000, was created to protect the fighters from promoter abuse. All right. We know and understand that as we talk about in all sports, the owners, the promoters, they bring in buku cash and they give a small portion to the athlete. Okay. It is also bringing to require financial transparency. So what does that mean? I'll give you an example. When I signed with Top Rank, they told me that if I became champion or if I fought on HBO, that I will get a percentage. But what they never told me was what was the percentage that they were getting from HBO. We're going to dive into that. We're going to educate and we're going to bring forth some very, very important things. Okay. Also, the Muhammad Ali Act, what does it do? It prevents promoters from also acting as managers. What people don't understand is it's called double dipping. You guys heard that saying before? Don't double dip. Well, this is what promoters were able to do. They were able to act as managers and also as promoters, which allowed them to double dip, which means the manager is supposed to have your best interest, which is supposed to get as most money for you as possible. But if there's a saying, don't negotiate against yourself. Why would I negotiate myself if I am the manager and the promoter? So there's a lot of ways to scam money off the top without fighters actually knowing, right? And it also allows fighters more freedom to negotiate and challenge contracts, meaning this. When a promoter goes to HBO, Showtime, PBC, or DAZN, they get what you call a budget. So let's say I'm Anthony the Messenger Thompson, and I'm fighting against Joe Kuhn, right? I, as the promoter, will go and say, hey, I need X amount of dollars to promote this fight for Anthony the Messenger Thompson and Joe Kuhn. PBC will say, okay, I'm going to give you $3 million. This is what I'm willing to pay for Anthony Thompson versus Joe Kuhn. Now, there's a $3 million budget. The promoter has the right to say, hey, I want you, the manager, especially if the manager is in bed, if he works for him, and I'm going to give you guys a story to clear it all up, right? To make it make sense. So the promoter now has a $3 million budget to create this fight, right? With Anthony Thompson versus Joe Coon. They will go to my manager, who's probably in bed with them. This is what the Muhammad Ali Act is trying to prevent, and say, hey, I have $3 million. What do you think it's going to cost for you to make Anthony Thompson versus Joe Coon? Well, the manager, who's supposed to be my representation, who is supposed to have my best interest, will say, hey, I can get him to sign for $500,000, and I can get Joe Coon to sign for $250,000. However, that $3 million is for me and Joe Coon, right? But the manager and the promoter is having secret conversations behind closed doors and saying what they can get us. So now think about this for a second. If my manager, the more money I get, the more money my manager get. Because if he have a 20%, 33 and a third percent, that means if I get $1 million, he get 20% of that, which will be $200,000. But if he could get me to sign that contract for $500,000, he has now saved the promoter $500,000, which means he can now go to the promoter and say, listen, well, give me the extra $300,000 and you keep the $200,000 instead of you giving me the whole $1 million. This is what the Muhammad Ali Act. Now, I'm going to show a video, right? This is inside information to show the PGO Nation that when I was speaking about my relationships with these promoters and these managers, and I had no idea because I spoke to a world champion today. The Messenger and Wild Weezy is back. Put Your Gloves podcast is back getting contact with our contacts, meaning those individuals that I'm telling you about, the Jay Princes, the Oscar De La Hoyas, the Floyd Mayweathers, I'm now starting to get contact back with those guys. So we're going to start having very, very informative podcasts where I'm going to be getting the inside information. I won't reveal my sources, not all the time, but I do have permission to reveal some of the sources that on the information I will be relinquishing today. However, I'm going to plead the fifth and not reveal them. But I want to show you something that happened to me, right? And this is going to show in episode 1, the Genesis, when I first begin to elaborate on what was taking place. And make sure you guys are liking and subscribing, please. Let's get them likes up. If you on Facebook Live and I'm going live, like it. If you're on Instagram, like it. If you are on YouTube, make sure you guys like it. But PGO is bringing forth some very, very important information, because you cannot call yourself a boxing fan and do not know what's going on behind closed doors. But know for a fact, Romy Rome was in the house, absolutely, my guy, that I'm going to be giving you some world-breaking news that I have never heard through all the podcasts and YouTube content channels, from Blue Blood to some of the other ones, giving shout out to Ring Magazine, Fight Hub, who has millions of subscribers. None of them have this information, and none of them is covering the Muhammad Ali Act and what's going on under the current with Dana White. But let me show you guys what is going on, and it happened to me, right? I'm going to play a video, and I'm going to break down this video, and I want you guys to understand exactly where I'm coming from. The Muhammad Ali Act, we just broke it down, what it does and how it protects the fighter. But let me go and show you how I was, after speaking to a world champion, a Hall of Fame boxer that I will reveal at some time later. He broke down the difference, or should I say, what was going on with my manager and my promoter between Top Rank and a manager of mine. But let me show you something with Jay Prince, and I want to show you guys, and I'm going to break this down. And yes, I'm happy because I'm a 20-year-old young kid who hanging with Roy Jones and Jay Prince. Let's pull this video up and let me show you.
Is universally acclaimed as the very best boxer in the world for the past decade, from Pensacola, Florida, presenting the former.
Now I want to pause this video. Now, for some of you who do not know, there's a little man, short, and he has a black hat on with glasses. For those who do not know, that is James Prince. He is a very, very respectful I guess I could call him a Mongol, right? In rap game, I mean, rap game, industry, boxing world, this man is very, very respected. But there's a little young man right there with a sky blue Sean John sweatsuit or Rockaware is one of those with a Tennessee Titan. And he's holding a belt. Let's see who that is because it's very important that you pay attention to this video.
Middleweight, former super middleweight, and two-time light heavyweight champion, the reigning, defending, undisputed light heavyweight champion of the world, Roy Jones Jr.
Now, right there, I want to take it back just a little bit if I can. Let me see if I can. Right here, that man right there with the black hat, all right? Right there, that's James Prince right here. And to the left or to the right of him, that will be moi, Anthony the Messenger Thompson. Now, why is this important, right? Now, we're dealing with Roy Jones, one of the greatest fighters who ever did it, one of the most talented fighters, right? Why is that report important? Because we're talking about the Muhammad Ali Act. James Prince brought me down to Miami to represent me as trying to sign to be my manager. But he brought me to Roy Jones to be my promoter. Now, as you can see, due to the video, he's in the background of Roy Jones Jr. Now, I'm a young kid. I'm excited. I'm 20 years old. I have no idea what I'm going on. These guys are worth hundreds of millions of dollars. They're doing things and throwing things all in my face to entice me to sign with them. So now I have a question. If I signed with Jay Prince to be my manager and Roy Jones to be my promoter, do you really think, and this is no disrespect to Jay, I love you, but the facts are the facts. Do we really think that James Prince will really go against Roy Jones for my best entrance? Or would he have conversations with Roy Jones behind closed doors on what he think he should give me? He's bringing me to Roy. So Roy Jones, I told y'all in episode 1 that one of the favorite sayings that Jay Prince will always say to me. So now this is confirmation. For those who want to doubt my credibility, man, while Weezy and what we've been through, even though you guys may, but this is proof. The proof is in the pudding. You see me in the ring at the age of 20, holding the belt of Roy Jones and standing next to James Prince. So the stories that I'm telling you are true. They were some wild stories, and while Weezy and Ant the Messenger, along with the PGO podcast, we have a story to tell. So that is the Muhammad Ali Act protecting me without me even knowing. The Muhammad Ali Act will forbid James Prince to be my manager and be friends and be in bed with Roy Jones. So I'm going to show you a young man, right, who I have profound respect for. Another friend of mine who first ballot Hall of Fame, one of the young guys who I've turned professional before, one of the guys who I spoke to or spoke about in Genesis, episode 1. Look what he had to say about the Muhammad Ali Act. Now, he went from being a fighter, having to deal with negotiations, and now he's a promoter, and he's having enough integrity to fight for the Muhammad Ali Act. But think about it for a second, because we're going to transition into an individual who's a power player, who is trying to do away with the Muhammad Ali Act. And we read what the Muhammad Ali Act was about: protecting fighters from the abuse of promoters, protecting transparency, which means that when these promoters go to these TV, Netflix, they have to expose that to the fighters. Now, if I know you're getting $20 million to throw a fight for me and Joe Blumber F, or me and Joe Knox, I'm going to negotiate more money for myself. I'm going to say, whoa, How you going to pay me $2 million when Netflix is paying you $20 million? But there's an individual and several individuals who want to get rid of the Muhammad Ali Act. But let me show you someone who I had profound respect for, one of the Philly finances. This is what he has to say about the Muhammad Ali Act because he is now a promoter. Let's see what he has to say. This is Danny Swift Garcia. He say I'm the promoter. I know your purse could be $1 million, and I can come back and tell you that it's $500,000. I took $500,000 from you without you even knowing. This is what the Muhammad Ali Act is all about: protecting the fighters. These promoters or these managers go to the promoters, or the promoters go to the TV stations, and they sell you. What is it going to cost? It's going to cost me $3 million to make Anthony Thompson versus Waweezy. HBO says, okay, I'm going to give you $3 million. The promoter now goes to my manager who works for him, and I'm going to explain to you what I'm talking about, right? And what Danny's talking about. And they're going to say, well, instead of you giving them $3 million, I can get Anthony Thompson to sign for $340,000. Now, why would a manager do that? If the more I get paid, the more he gets, because he's in bed with the promoter. So if he can get me to sign for $500,000 less, he can get $3 extra $100,000 and save the promoter $200,000. So this is what it says. I'm going to now, once Danny says, I'm gonna read it all over and I'm gonna read it straight this time. Say I'm the promoter. I know your purse could be $1 million. I could come back and tell you that it's $500,000. I took $500,000 without you even knowing. Now I'm your manager, and I'm gonna come and take 20 or 30% out of the $500,000. It's corporation extortion. You can't be a manager and a promoter. Now, why did I say that happened to me? Because I was basically trying to show you that Jay Prince was coming as my manager, but he's taking me to a promoter who he's very, very cool with. He is not going to jeopardize his relationship with Roy Jones to bat or combat Roy Jones and paying me extra money when these guys have a relationship. I'm going to tell you another quick story where I spoke to someone who gave me my inside scoop on this, right? This is, yes, come to think, this happened with, it happens all the time. It's not just boxing. This is with agents. This is what they all do. But boxing stipulated the Muhammad Ali Act to make sure that we as boxers can bring up a lawsuit against managers and against promoters for doing this type of action. And it's not cool because I promoted a good friend of mine, Steve Cunningham. He said the sanctioning bodies want 3%. Tell the sanctioning bodies to take 3% of these ass whoopings I'm taking instead of giving them all his money. So this is what it comes down to. So I was signed to Top Rank, and it wasn't until I spoke to one of my sources, a champion, who called me today and congratulated me on the PGO podcast and said, hey, I'm glad you talked about the Muhammad Ali Act because what you need to know and understand is this. And he broke it down. My manager, one of the greatest managers, may the creator rest his soul, Cameron Duncan. The reality of it is he worked for Top Rank. I was signed to Cameron Duncan and Top Rank at the same time, right? Which means Cameron worked for Top Rank. So how much backbreaking or bending or folding the envelope can Cameron do against Bob Arum, right? It's only so much. That's a conflict of interest. Then it was brought to my attention. I've been to my manager mansion. Beautiful mansion in a gated community. But yet that's not the address he used. He actually used a P.O. box, which will be able to separate him from the Muhammad Ali Act, from being accepted from or having a LA residency while Top Rank was in Las Vegas. So it goes that deep. Okay. So now, who is the individual that is trying to break the Muhammad Ali Act? So I want to bring this up real quick. Now, So I'm going to make sense out of all of this because there's an individual who's trying to get rid of the Muhammad Ali Act to where promoters, managers can do what they want to do. They don't have to show how much money they get. They can have relationships off the record, right? Now, we all watch these drug lords, right? From Rick Ross, from Frank Lucas. And what do they have on the side? They have something called offshore accounts. Offshore accounts where the money is untraceable. So this is what's going to take place with the managers and the promoters. They're going to have promotional companies that's considered offshore where I own that company, but I'm not part of it. Come on. PGO is giving you some inside scoop because this is what's happening that nobody is talking about. There's a young kid right now. I have never seen this. I have broke a lot of history. I know a lot of amateurs who have accomplished a lot of things, but I don't think I've ever seen this. This young kid, and this came from one of my sources. He said, I want you to understand this. And he gave me permission to use his name, but I'm not. I'm just going to plead the fifth because the individual that I'm going to introduce is a billionaire. And I know he has meetings with several people, so I don't want to give the name. But this young kid, Macklin Whiting from Georgia, he is the #1 amateur in 2 different weight classes. Now, back in 2000, 2001, I was the #1 amateur in the country, the #2 amateur in the world, and do endorsements and things of that nature. I was making at least $6,000 a month. When I was winning the gold medal or the silver medal in the World Games, the Goodwill Games, I was winning about $20,000. Right now, these amateurs through the IEBA, which is a national worldwide association for amateur USA boxing, these amateurs today are able to make $300,000, $400,000, just like the college football players and the college basketball players are talking. Absolutely, one Liddy. So now there's millions of dollars in the amateur boxing. So this young kid, Macklin Whiting, is the #1 amateur at 101 pounds and 114 pounds, which means he's a hot commodity. But now, this hot commodity, the individual who is fighting against the Muhammad Ali Act is this young man right here. Do y'all know who that man is? Come on, PGO Nation. I want to see the comments in the chat. Tell me who that is right now. Come on. He's taking over MMA and he's now linking over to boxing. He's linking up with Turki Al-Sheikh. Nobody knows who that is? Not one. I'm gonna wait at least 10 seconds. Countdown. Dana White. There we go. Atomic Dana White. He is the owner of MMA. So John Jones and all these guys, Dana White. My sources told me, this is coming from PGO Boxing, the first one to reveal it. See, we're going to talk about it because we suffer from this thing. My source told me that they just had dinner with Dana White. And through dinner, Dana White was talking about the Muhammad Ali Act. Not only was Dana White talking about getting rid of the Muhammad Ali Act, it makes sense because what I'm about to tell you, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dana White revealed that him and Turki Al-Sheikh is trying to buy USA Boxing. That young man is the #1 world fighter in the United States at 104. Now, Dana White is a billionaire, but he's now floating around USA Boxing because he's trying to buy it. Why would you want to buy USA Boxing? I'll tell you why. Because I can filter and hold the tunnel of all the next boxing prospects. I can sign them as their manager and take them to my offshore accounts, What is my offshore accounts? I can take them to Turkey Al Sheikh. I can take them to a top rank. I can take them to an Oscar De La Hoya, who I have great relationships with. And now we got the Muhammad Ali Act destroyed. I get all the new talent. I'm going to funnel it all, like you said, One Liddy. I'm going to follow all this. So now you heard it first. When you start hearing the rumblings that Dana White, who owns MMA, but see, he don't own MMA no more. Or he tries not to. He's not the CEO. He fall back. So this is what I call an offshore account. What I do is I have someone become a promoter. I own it, but my name is not on it. While Weezy back.
Yeah. You see all the doubters. Ocho, baby.
So while Weezy, what I'm talking about, as you can see on the screen, is Dana White, and I'm breaking down the Muhammad Ali Act, which we're going to come to you real soon. But PGO Nation, you guys might not think that this is important. But Turkey Al Sheikh, who got the money, along with Dana White, but his money ain't long like Turkey Al Sheikh. Turkey Al Sheikh got that oil money. He's what you call a billionaire, right?
Yeah.
But now we got Dana White.
Him.
At least no one in boxing is. Let's put it that way.
Only thing richer than him is the only thing that's greater than him. God, the power, the higher power. Anybody richer than him, man? They rich from the earth. They got oil, black long money, man. You know what I'm saying? Dana White and them, they got Wall Street, and Wall Street can fall at any given time. Oil is always needed. Oil get recycled about 1,000 times before they even get to America, and they billionaires before they even hit the United States. But my bad, champ. Go ahead, baby. I'm just excited to be here. We had Ocho, baby. We never ate. We had Ocho now.
I'm glad you made it. But again, I am really schooling the PGO Nation. We're not just going to talk about boxing all the time. We're going to give some informative information, because what's going to happen, because if you are a boxing fan, okay, so I'm just receiving information. I don't know how facts it is, but Bud Crawford has now just announced he is retiring. PGO Nation is bringing it to you live on the fact that my sources, I just received a text from a source of mine that Bud Crawford is retiring. Whoa, we got to change everything. What the hell? PGO Nation in the building. Make sure you guys are liking and subscribing. Please run them likes up. Bud has now announced his retirement. What the hell is this world?
He put a cigar in his mouth, okay?
Hey, man.
Because, let me tell you why he going to retire. Because those alphabet boys was at him. They coming. I don't care how much he talk. They coming. The alphabet boys. So, he better just go right off in the sunset, an Arabian horse, because him and Turkey Al Sheikh is cool. So go get yourself one of those $250,000 Arabian horses.
We got two sources. One of our sources, I'm not going to tell the name. And this is why I'm so happy. I want to just thank the creator, because we have been 2 months in, and people are remembering who we are, TY, and our sources is giving us inside information. We received the text alongside with TMZ, who is public. But again, like I said, this picture, I did not get this picture just from any old body. This is from a picture of someone who had dinner with Dana White as he was speaking about the Muhammad Ali and how him and Turkey Al Sheikh is trying to buy USA Boxing. So we had nothing. So it's not BS. Okay, I am not sitting up here fabricating anything, but again, absolutely, I'm assuming Bud retired because he can't get another Canelo fight worth 50 to 100 million, and he do not want to fight that guy called Jaron Ennis. But that's another day for another topic, TY. And we got inside scoop on that. One of our sources just texted us, letting us know. This is another inside scoop. I'm going to let you guys know. Sometimes you got to pivot. Wow. And I just received a phone call, right, for all the PGO Nation that's on. for those who want to knock boots, it has just been revealed to me that Virgil Ortiz, along with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy,
Who?
Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy, is now willing to walk away from the zone. Remember, it was proven to our PGO revealed that the zone and Turkey Al-Sheikh told Virgil Ortiz, "You're not fighting
Unless you fight Boots.
You're going to fight Boots." Well,
you're going to fight Ron
Oscar De La Hoya and Virgil Ortiz camp has came back and said, "Hell with y'all. We're going to mess around and leave." So now Virgil Ortiz is willing to walk away from a TV contract. The zone right now is now taking place of HBO, Showtime, ESPN, Tuesday Night Fights, PBC. The zone is the ones who's taking all the pay-per-view over.
The only way that you can see boxing, right? Seriously, without the zone. But listen, it's no other way to see boxing without the zone unless you go into a bar. You got to see a bar fight or a street fight. You're not going to boxing. You're not. Or YouTube. It's only three: bar fight, street fight, or YouTube, or just dancing. And Netflix trying to get in on the back end through Jake Paul. They're trying to get in through Jake Paul, but that's the only way to get it. You got to come with the zone.
We got so much to cover, and this is what happened. Breaking news: the PGO is bringing to you that I got a personal text from a source say, "Yo, bro, I want to let you know that Crawford has announced his retirement. It's also brought by other people, boxing scene as well as TMZ. Them guys have reported it, but I definitely got a text message. And again, to show that we have reliable sources, do not be surprised when you hear that Dana White is purchasing USA Boxing. And here we go right here. So we're going to continue to move forward with some of the things. Again, we talked about the Muhammad Ali Act. We talked about the rankings of this young kid, right? This young kid right here, Macklin Whiting, and how Dana White is buying USA and making his face familiar amongst the USA fighters so he can filter them in to his offshore accounts. What is the offshore accounts? The offshore accounts is going to be all the promoters he had relationships with, but my hand ain't in it. I don't own Top Rank. I don't own this promotional company, but deep down inside, you really do. Okay? And I broke down my own personal contract, which a person told me, said, "Yo, did you ever notice Cameron Duncan made a creator rest his soul? He never used his address." I've been in Vegas, T.Y. We've been to his mansion. We spent the night there. He never used his address.
Beautiful mansion, too.
He used his P.O. box, which will separate him from Top Rank and having residency in Las Vegas. But let's move forward. Talk about the Muhammad Ali Act.
However, even though that he had sleight of hand with that for sure it won't seem like he double dipping working for Bob Arum and then still working for himself. He was a good-hearted person. Sometimes you got to do in business things that you got to do. You know what I'm trying to say? And that's one of them. But they was all one team. Together, each achieved more. They was all one team.
Absolutely. But again, this is just to show how, and I want the PGO Nation to talk about, to think about that for a second. Even though business at some point in time, T.Y., we have compromised hundreds of thousands of dollars for our integrity and what we stand for as far as our culture. This is why I always say I can never be a promoter or I can never get into politics because I am unwilling to compromise my integrity. Money is not worth everything. And, you got to have honesty. You got to want for others as you want for yourself. Even though I know it's a business, this is a business that I will not get in. But now we're about to transition, T.Y. All right? This young man who I'm now bringing to the stage is on a reckoning crew. He has became...
Who was that light-skinned guy that you just... with Dana White? Who was the young fella?
This was...
He was an amateur. Is he number one, number two? What's his rankings?
He's the number one amateur. You came a little late, but I'll run it back for you real quick.
No, it's fine.
He's the number one amateur at 101 and 104. So Dana White is again trying to get to these guys because he's trying to buy USA Boxing. Our
He like
sources
the ass.
stated that they had a meeting with Dana White, had dinner, and Dana White brought this to their attention that they were trying to get rid of Muhammad Ali and that he's trying to buy USA Boxing, and that he's joining forces with Turki Al-Sheikh.
Okay.
So this young man right here, T.Y.
So Dana White's going down to the draft. He's going to the draft because that's boxing's draft, the USA champion. I mean, the amateurs. When you was number one and went on the chair for two and a half years, it was not a fighter in the whole entire country. In the whole entire country that was number one over Anthony Thompson. That's why they called you the Triple Crown champion, because you won 3 national major championships. And that is the draft. Like the NBA got their draft and the NFL got their draft. Well, the draft for the boxing draft is the amateurs, the USA boxing program. Okay. So, all right. So you're trying to tell me he's an Anthony Thompson now? That guy?
Yes, he's an Anthony Thompson. Actually,
did he triple crown?
No. It's not about even triple crown. No.
I'm just asking the question. Did he triple crown?
That's fine, T.Y. But I give flowers where flowers are due. This young man is the number one.
Flowers. I got flowers in my backyard. I'm growing collard greens. I'm growing collard greens in the wintertime. I got flowers, but I'm just saying. But go ahead.
But let me tell you, he is the number one amateur in the country in 2 weight classes. I don't think nobody has ever did that before. Exactly.
Oh, wow.
There you go right there. Okay. Nathan Whiting, number one at 101 and 101 and number one at 114. Now, that's great. That's great.
Yo, he jumping up weights like that. Damn.
Yes.
And they let him do that?
So I just got a text.
At 101 and 104?
I just got a text that I'm believing that this rumor of Bud retiring is legit. It is coming from Bud. Here it is right here. That my producer's on a great job, Nabiya. Listen, he don't be playing. Here, this is coming from Bud Crawford, Instagram itself. Walking away as a great with nothing else left to prove. Bud Crawford is announcing his retirement, and the PGO podcast has brought it to you live. Now, I don't know if we was first, second, third, or fourth, fifth, or sixth. However, we brought it to you live. And if you did not hear it, then we was the first one to report it. So, T.Y., what's your thoughts on this? We got to repivot. What's your thoughts on Bud retiring?
Okay. And then we can go back to Inoue. But I'm going to tell you, first of all, he's the first ballot Hall of Famer. I got to give him props and I got to give him respect. Like we said in episode 2 and 3, y'all was all signed to the same manager, Cameron Duncan. Bud is a bad man. You cannot take nothing away from him because he is a dog. But I think his retirement is Elvis retirement or Eddie Murphy impersonation of James Brown retirement. I do. And do you know what that means?
Explain that.
Okay. You ever see Fat Elvis when he in Vegas and he jamming Viva Las Vegas and he whipping Viva Las Vegas and he's acting like he's about to walk out the door and a man holding a jacket followed him. Then he come back again. You think
this is a pump fake like Moses Malone and Charles Barkley?
Yes. You ever see when Eddie Murphy, in America, and he always, James Brown would always act like he gonna close the show, and his jacket man was right there to bring you the jacket, and then he take the jacket off and come back to the crowd. I think this is a Fat Elvis and a James Brown's move because it's a lot of hoopla going on. Now, what do? Him saying he retired and make people love him right before the year is out. See what I'm saying, champ? It's slick thought. Okay, I just got into a rumble with the WBC. I got into a rumble now. We rumbling. I'm rumbling out the ring, and sometimes your rumble outside the ring is just as hard as the rumble in the ring because he's not the one actually really fighting it. He got to go get lawyers for this thing. He can talk that shit, Ooh, he can talk that, but you got to go get lawyers. See, when he was just fighting Canelo, he can catch Canelo right hand and fire the left hook back. So now he got to bring it back, and the attention got to go to Bud. Now, if he's serious, I respect him, but he want the attention back to him, or people to feel, some type of way, like, damn, Bud, we gonna miss you, or damn, legend, don't go. Hey, man, let him go. It's the revolving door. We will miss him, and he will be forever spoken upon. Got to give him his flowers. But if he want to go, let him walk out the door, because if not, remember I said this first, while we use social media, encyclopedia. It's the fake out. It's the Fat Elvis in Vegas, and it's the James Brown in Madison Square Garden. That's my take on it, Jack.
All right, so TY has now put it on the record. We got it on wax, as they would say, recorded and is on wax, that TY is basically saying that Fat Albert,
Fat Elvis. Elvis Presley.
He's pump faking, act like he's about to close the show, and then he come back and sing some more, and the show never ends. It continues. But let's get back to Inoue, TY. Thank you to our producer, Naoya, who's on it, who's getting all the things that we need. So now, this is why this is important, because those who know boxing, this guy right here, Inoue, right, TY, he is number 2. Now, PGO, before I come to you, TY, let me make this announcement real quick. The ESPN has revealed their top 100 fighters. So, for those who watch this episode, next
99
week,
of them I don't like.
I know that's right.
What the hell?
So, can I get the Roger Mayweather on ESPN?
Most people, and maybe ESPN, don't know shit about boxing. That's why they're not watching it no more. That's why they gave up on it. Something you love, you just don't give up that easy on. You fight to keep it.
ESPN has been messing up since the basketball order. They got Kobe Bryant at number 11, so we damn sure can't trust him. So having Kobe Bryant at number 11 and having Tank Davis at number 15 is all we need to know. Yes, they got Tank at 15. So PGO Nation, Anthem Messenger, along with Wild Weezy, is giving you guys some homework. We would like to know for next week. For next week, we would like to know your top 15 fighters present today. Don't give me no damn Marvin Hagler, Bernard Hopkins, and Sugar Ray Leonard. We're talking about fighters that are active today. Top 15 fighters. ESPN have Tank Davis at number 15, and that's all that I got to say. But this young man right here, T.Y. Inoue, has done something that hasn't been done since 1983. Larry Holmes.
Let me say this right before. Anyway, at PGO Nation, when you go do the homework, have some fun with it. We're just trying to make everybody involved and everybody understand that the beauty of boxing sometimes is the journey of boxing. You know what I'm saying? It's the journey, understanding what's going on, why it's going on, and what's being said. So when Champ say, "Yo, man, give me your top 15," I'ma just make y'all laugh. Don't write it in ink. Better write it in number 2 pencil, like you took them SATs, because you might got to erase some of that stuff. So write them down. Who you think you know? You know, if you think it's Jake Paul, put Jake Paul in, and we'll discuss it.
Right. So right now, Spaghetti put something up that's very important that I was unaware of. This is why I love this young man. He knows his game. They're planning to start a company similar to the UFC because the MMA is the actual sport. They got the approval from Cali not to apply to the Muhammad Ali Act in fighting events. So the MMA has already got beyond or got past the Muhammad Ali Act. So all these guys who are getting these endorsements, they don't know how much the endorsements are giving, and the managers and promoters is just giving them what they think they deserve. So great point, Now, Chevy say ESPN is off their rock. I would like to know what you're talking about, Philly 215. When Chevy 215, when you get a chant, they off their rockers as far as what? Having Tank, number 15. That is definitely off their damn rocker. I can't trust them. I don't know what they got to say. They definitely the worldwide leader in sports, but they are last when it comes down to proper opinion and perspective in NBA ranking and boxing ranking. So this young man right here, T.Y., Inoue has been ranked number 2 pound for pound in the world on every list from 2024 and 2023. Let me give you just a little bit of history. This young man is about to break history and becoming the only fighter since Larry Holmes in 1983 to fight 4 times in 1 year. Now, T.Y., I don't care what you think about Inoue. PGO Nation, I don't give a damn.
Why you got to say that first? Why you got to say that first, though?
Because hey, we're not always going to agree, but we're going to put it out there. I don't care what anyone got to say from Philly Chevy to anyone. I don't care. To fight 4 times in 1 year is what we as fighting fans have been waiting and desiring for a very long time. These guys like to get what you call cute. Yeah, and I'm using the word cute. Pause. They get cute. They win 1 fight, they win the title, and they take a year and a half off. Inoue is dumping. Now, whether he fighting ducks, it doesn't matter. The man is fighting. Hey, you can call it crack all you want. Let me give you the time that he had fought. In January 24th, he had a 4th round knockout against Juke Kim, excuse me. Then he came and fought in May 4th and had a TKO knockout against Ramo Cardenas. And then in September of 2014, September the 14th, he fought against Maglaviv, okay? And won on a unanimous decision. And he's coming back fighting late December, I believe the 29th, and he will have his 4th title defense in 1 year. That's a great accomplishment, T.Y. And he's ranked number 2 in both 100 top fighters in 2024 and 2025. What's your opinion on it, T.Y.? What you think about Inoue and what you got to say about Inoue?
Well, first of all,
he don't fight out of Japan too much, but
first of all, I want to say this because I'm not on the screen and I'm not on the screen on purpose. Everything that's in the dark in life shall eventually come to the light. And I just want people to know this. I'm not going to knock, Inoue so much, but I will speak the truth. And whether anybody agree with my truth or not, they agree with it. They don't. Now, before I come back on the screen, I just wanted it to know that you mentioned some names, champ, about Inoue, right? And yeah, he can fight. But have he really been tested? I want to ask the PGO Nation something before I start about Inoue, because you said something. You don't really come out so much. PGO Nation, have you ever heard of the Kumite?
Oh, dang, the Kumite. Yo, hold on, T.Y. Before we move forward, this is actually funny.
No. You want it.
Hold on. I'm not going to say anything. I got you. The Kumite. This comes from a classic karate movie. Anybody know what the Kumite is? You're a movie specialist. You know what the Kumite is? Oh, man. Anybody know what the
Kumite? Before I talk about this man Inoue, throw a left hook or whatever, do you know what the Kumite is?
They gonna laugh when you tell them what the Kumite is.
Okay. Do you know what the Kumite is? Come on, Jim, let's talk, man. Let's go there. Do you know what the Kumite is?
The PGO Nation know about boxing, but they damn sure don't know about the Kumite. So what is the Kumite, T.Y.?
Okay, the Kumite is a secret tournament that only stays in Asia. That was in the movie Bloodsport. Hong Kong. No. Hong Kong or Asia. Asia being a whole continent, champ. You think what I'm saying? They got Hong Kong in there, Japan in there, but Asia being a whole continent. So basically, the Kumite is this secret tournament with all of these great fighters that can fight.
Bolo and all of them.
Bolo.
Van Damme.
When he split and bust his nuts and everything. All that's the Kumite. But it never, ever came out of Asia. So what I'm trying to say is this. How good do we know Inoue is if he's not coming out?
What the hell is this?
Come out to play. Come out to play.
That's a classic, T.Y.
Come out to baby. So what I'm asking is this.
Is the Warriors going to come out and play?
Is the Warrior going to come out and play? Whether or not you're a Shogun Assassin Warrior, you're a Shotokan Karate studiist, you're a Ninjutsu studiist. You only came out 5 times. You didn't think I counted, champ. You only mentioned 3. He came out of Asia 5 times. Ooh. Now watch this. Granted, all of them were pretty much, he slapped them. He put them in the shake. But he only came out 5 times. So how do I know all
We
the
don't know.
questions that
We don't know.
Now watch this. If the Warriors, that's another classic movie. Go look at the Warriors and you'll see the man with the long chin playing with the bottles. Warriors, come out to play. So come on out, because it's a long way to Coney Island.
I like doing things like that.
Yeah, no reason. Now, the reason why I say about Inoue, if he really the real deal, yes, he got talent, but now you cannot measure him up to the talent because you can't take a pure real drug test. You can't piss him because he's in Japan. You don't know how he's being pissed because everything he touched, he's knocking a damn brick out. He's knocking a brick out. So you can't piss him. You don't know if he's really ready because I'm going to tell you something. And people may not agree. I might agree. Shakur Stevenson, Tank Davis, and give him what he wants. Tank Davis and knock the egg roll out. No disrespect.
Damn, T.Y. knocked the egg roll out of him?
He knocked the egg roll out of him and didn't give him a fortune cookie. Telling you now, read it, because this was next. I'm telling you now. But anyway, he can fight. But Bob Arum got him, champ, and he's protected him. He put butts in seats. So he's not going to bring him out of Asia because he sells out. You see what I'm trying to say? He sells out. But, so, I mean, let me see something. His record is 31 wins, 27 knockouts. That means he's a puncher.
But he put out of Japan only 5 times.
Exactly, out of 31. Now you do the math. You take 5 out of 31, what you get? 26, maybe? Right? 26, right?
Yeah.
All 26 fights was in his backyard. Who gonna lose in their backyard? You're not gonna beat me in my backyard, champ. You're not. You're not gonna beat me in my backyard because as soon as you think we fighting fair, I'll hit you in the head with a brick. I'm gonna throw dirt in your eyes. So you don't know. This is the Kumite style. You don't know how they got him set up not to lose because this is also a business. And Asia been wanting to beat America for a long time. Since Vietnam and before. So who knows how cunning people is being with this boxing. We just finding out that people been using drugs or PEDs in boxing. That's slimy. That's cunning. People will do anything to get the edge. I thought it was just Rocky IV. Ivan Drago, whenever he hits, he takes the life. But that's not the case. It's live. It's live and living color, champ. So absolutely. I mean, I think Inoue can fight. He can most definitely box.
No, he's a bad boy. No, he's a bad boy.
Yeah, we need to see. He need to watch this. Excuse me.
I'm not sure if there's anybody that can counter him.
He need to bring his ass to America.
Well, I'm glad. Well, his last fight was in Vegas. This fight is in Saudi Arabia, so he's definitely coming out of Japan. So we're going to see the end of the month. He's going to Saudi Arabia to get the money, but we're going to see. But it's time to transition now to.
Tell him to fight Tank Davis.
Well, we got to get Tank back in the ring. I told you, it's Tank the lost treasure. We got to find Tank. We don't know where the hell Tank at. Is he in a courtroom? Is he in the damn? Is he in a strip club in Miami?
Yeah.
Who knows where the hell Tank at?
Yeah, Tank. Okay.
Is he in the back room with his mansion with his daughters, his beautiful daughters, announcing retirement? Who knows what might happen? Because he's talking about retirement too. But we're gonna find out. But
that's crazy.
Let's hope that we don't lose Tank Davis. All right, because he is needed in boxing right now, especially what's going on. So now we at.
And don't forget what the Kumite is. Go back and watch Bloodsport. It's the Kumite. Go ahead.
I'm going to enter the Kumite.
Okay.
So now, T.Y., this is where we at. T.Y., this is very, very important. Right? That is definitely a classic movie, Iman, the Kumite. But T.Y., now we coming down to the Battle of the Kingdom. All right? We got Jake Paul versus Anthony Joshua. Now, for those who not understand, Tank Davis received $40 million to fight Jake Paul. We thought that was a lot of money. What if I told you, T.Y., that Anthony Joshua is receiving $80 million to fight Jake Paul? Now, the reason why we decided to call this the Battle of the Kingdom, because Jake Paul is from America and Anthony Joshua is from
London, across the pond.
He's from London. But it's something important, T.Y.
Yes.
This is where we now have to question the legitimacy, because I hear a lot of rumors that Mike Tyson threw the fight against Jake Paul, right?
He did. Mike Tyson can beat Jake Paul with both broken hands. He can beat him with broken hands, man. Listen, I'm going to say the champion. I don't mean to cut you off. Mike Tyson can, and I'm not disrespecting Jake Paul, but Iron Mike Tyson is just an instrument of destruction. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so what you do is you dope him down, you give him some mushrooms, and you give him some weed. Then he fight Jake Paul. That's not the same Mike Tyson that took Holyfield ear off. And you know it. The world know it. Yo, he would turn, listen, he would bite Jake Paul ear, and Jake Paul would go back to McDonald's and ask for a Happy Meal toy. I'm telling you. Bite his damn ear off, send him to McDonald's and ask for a Happy Meal toy. It's not the same Mike, Ed. Come on, champ. It's not the same Mike.
But T.Y., this is what I have to say. Being honest and subjective, okay? All right? That this is a 59-year-old Mike Tyson, all right? Who's been through a lot, who smoked weed, who let it be known.
I just said that. He just smoked.
Who smokes weed in his mushrooms. So we don't know if Mike Tyson...
You giraffe's ass, and then you fight.
Well, hey, here's the thing. Jake Paul is the real deal, bro. Jake Paul can fight.
Okay.
Listen,
I'm not saying
listen. Here's what I would say. Anthony Joshua is from England. He is an Olympian. If you ask me, Jake Paul don't belong in a ring with Anthony Joshua. But Anthony Joshua, T.Y., has been shark bait his last couple of fights.
You mean who?
Shark bait. Chum.
Chum.
He hasn't been the best.
Hold on. And you want to know the best thing that I think about Chum is when you watching what's that porn that Pawn joint? Pawn Stars? And what comes after Chum? When you think of Chum, you think of what? Chum. It's a name that sticks together. Somebody said, I guarantee you, inside the PGO Nation, Chum, he's on Pawn Stars. But anyway, if you don't get it, don't worry about it. Well, I bet you somebody in it. Please put it in the comments. When you think of Chum, because Champ called him Chum, and Chum is just bloody, just guts. One of the best Chums was on Pawn Stars. Pawn Stars. P-A-W-N. Not P-O-R-N. P-A-W-N. Who was on P-A-W-N?
No, but this, I don't know, T.Y., but this is what makes you so great. We never know what the hell Wild Weezy going to say out his mouth. You lost me. I don't know. This is not rehearsed.
You trying to tell me that nobody watching this don't know Chum Blake?
No.
And he play on Pawn Stars. Then y'all need to stop watching TV. Don't watch the History Channel no more. Somebody in the PGO Nation know what I'm trying to say. I guarantee you. Put it up. Right on the pyramid. Put it up. Chum something.
All right. Well, I guess. So anyway, T.Y., back to the reality.
Somebody wrote something. What they say?
Oh, the TV show. I guess they're trying to figure it out.
Yes, the TV show.
They're trying to figure it out.
His name was Chum. It was Pawn Stars. He was one of the main characters. He's a funny guy.
I didn't watch.
You throw him in the water, he's shark bait.
I don't know. Anyway,
Chum Lee. But go ahead.
All right. Well, I don't know. I didn't watch Pawn Stars. However, back to really business and serious on a much serious note.
That was serious.
So a lot of people think that Jake Paul is this character who don't know how to fight, and I'd like to beg to differ. Jake Paul has came a long way, T.Y., and his 1, 2, 3 has gotten tighter and tighter and tighter every fight, which means he's becoming a real fighter. Now I'm going to put it on the record. We're live. I would take a damn dive for $80 million. All right.
Whoa.
If Jake Paul paid
Whoa.
me $80 million, hey man, say what you want to say. If Jake Paul paid me $80 million and say, hey, I want to fight you, but you got to lose to me, damn it, I'm losing.
Okay.
However, T.Y., the thing, yeah, you can say whoa all you want. As Smokey would say, give me my money. Give me my money. I'm taking $80 million and I'm out of here. But now, the thing about Anthony Joshua
let him slap you up.
Hey, it is what it is. But here's the thing, T.Y. Once again, I gave you a call.
Here in PGO Nation, taking a dive. It is not in the swimming pool. It is not in the swimming pool.
It's going to be in the ring with no water. Here's the thing. The only water is going to be is the water sprayed on my face to wake me the hell up.
Wake me up.
Jake Paul knocking me out for the overhand right for $80 million.
So now you see Mike Tyson took the dive. He can't take the dive. But go ahead.
No.
Yeah. I got you.
My elders said you would not. You have integrity. Ima, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. We'll talk about this. We'll talk about this on a Bible call. But anyway, I don't know. But here's the thing, T.Y. We have to now begin to question the legitimacy of this fight. PGO Nation, let me break it down to you. Our sources, I told you I called you earlier and told you that I called from. You know who I'm talking about. That
yes, you did.
Anthony Joshua,
Thank you for that, bro. Thank you for that.
Anthony Joshua have a fight already scheduled if he win this with Tyson Fury. Now, it's called the Battle of the Kingdom, which means who's going to take the bag to what kingdom? Would Jake Paul be bringing his back to the United States where he can make another call? Because if Jake Paul lose, he finally get exposed. But the word is going to be T.Y. real quick. See, as soon as he fights somebody that can fight, he's going to lose. But if he win, he brings the bag back to the United States, and he has the pick of the litter. He can fight anybody he wants for another $150 million. Now now Anthony Joshua is getting $80 million. Now, if he win this fight, he can secure $150 to $200 million against Tyson Fury. Where's Tyson Fury from, T.Y.?
Where's he Tyson Fury's from the Gypsy King. He's from London, Ireland. It's still all UK. Still the UK.
It's England.
England, yeah. Ireland, UK. It's all the same UK. He's a Gypsy King.
So if Anthony Joshua win, he takes the bag with him to the UK to fight the Gypsy King. So now, if we like to guess that Mike Tyson took a dive, Anthony Joshua take a dive, is it worth taking $80 million in a dive or getting 50, 60, $80 million and winning and setting up another fight with Tyson Fury for $150 million? Because they're going to sell out over there in London and in the UK. So what's your thought?
They are. Well, I think this, just to the PGO Nation, and thanks for passing it off to me. I say this. Like I always say, man, you play basketball, you play baseball, you play football. You do not play boxing. Right. But I'm starting to see, because I did one. When you get back on the PGO Nation, right, go back to the video that I did. And I was talking about, is Jake Paul saving boxing or playing with it too much? If they're going to play with it, man, like I said, man, you might as well bring a Monopoly game in there shit. And don't pass go. Go to jail and don't collect your $200, champ. But if they're gonna be serious, upon the eye test, Anthony Joshua's supposed to put him to sleep. He's supposed to put him to sleep. Upon the eye test, he's supposed to sleep him because he's 240 pounds, a solid muscle, real fighter, Olympic gold medalist, 2-time world champion. And here comes Jake Paul, book bag kid. Book bag kid with a pair of bands on. No disrespect, because I got a couple pair of bands. Book bag kid champ with a pair of bands on, and you just said it, 3-piece just getting tighter. I want to see if the 3-piece got a honey biscuit with it. I'll watch it December. I'll watch it because I want to see if it got a biscuit on it. Because there's no way, champ. That
so who you going for? Who you going for?
I'm gonna tell you, Josh has not been looking the same, champ. But do you really see Jake Paul stretching his Goliath of a man? Like
Possibly,
real
possibly, yes.
Book
I'm
that.
dead
Book that
serious.
kid.
This is not.
You
not
want to
for
owe
the
me
camera.
another dinner, man? You want to owe me another dinner, Chad?
Listen, I won't bet on Jake Paul, but I won't be surprised if Jake Paul stretching
Yo,
or beating.
is he secretly sponsoring this episode without us knowing? You taking somebody and they tell me you want to take dive? You taking a break? You taking a bribe from Jake? I mean, I'm just saying. Damn, Chad. You told he might stretch. Hey, Jay.
Jake Paul.
Wow.
Jake, I just said, Greg
Wow.
said,
That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
I said I just dropped my phone.
Yo, that's crazy. Chad, that's crazy. Now watch the same way you were trying to get me with the sombrero. Right. Listen to him, y'all. Listen, I'm just saying. I'm not saying that Jake can't fight, but I don't think he packed the pound of pressure to hit Joshua in the chin. Yes, Joshua had Windex on his chin, but he's not the one to wipe the streets off. Anthony Joshua's chin is Windex on it. It's glass, but he's not the one to wipe the streets off. And I'm going to leave it as that.
Listen,
I'm not the one to wipe the streets off.
If I had to pick, I would put my money on. I would have to pick my money. Okay, you. What's up, cuzzo? I would put my money on Anthony Joshua. But Jake Paul, I got to give some respect to why he came a long way.
Would you try to give him a fighter's chance? You try to give him a fighter's chance, though?
Listen, I'm just saying.
Because he's a warrior? Well, everybody got a puncher's chance.
I'm going to say this, and it's going to calm you down. When you both are weighing 200+ pounds at 6'3", 6'4", 6'5", anything can happen to you. Anything can happen. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. All right. Well, I mean, okay. Well, did I tell you what? I know this next group says better than Bud and the Midnight Falcons. I know. Although the one we shall see. That's all.
No, hold on, T.Y. Hold on.
I know we shall see.
Say that again. Now, all my movie fans, y'all better know where this is coming from. Go ahead, T.Y. Say it again.
I know they say Bud and the Midnight Falcons is better than all them rolled up in one. I know. But we shall see. We're going to see. Y'all want to talk about Jake Paul can punch? We shall see. That's
now, hold on. Now, T.Y., you just quoted something that's from a classic. What movie is that from? And I heard that they better than Birds of the Midnight Falcons. Boo, boo. I know.
We shall see. That's it.
What movie is that from? The Five Heartbeats. Somebody said the Five Heartbeats. They got it.
There you go. Thank you, PGO Nation. Thank you. Yes.
Now listen. I gotta bring this up, man. I gotta bring this up. My man CF, I believe it's Chuck. Why people act like Jake ain't been in the gym the last few years? And that's what I'm saying. Chuck, listen, man. Jake been putting in work. Listen. Our special guest, who was unable to attend today, Texas late. He's in a training camp with Jake Paul.
And I respect him for that. I love that. Big up to Danny Davis. I love Danny Davis.
Big up to Danny Davis who was to show up. He wanted to get on, but the camp is crazy. They actually have weigh-ins in a few more days, so they tighten up everything. So unfortunately, our special guest wasn't able to. But them guys are putting in work, man. He's getting guys that we know, close friends of our BJ Flores, who's working with him, goes back to the amateur days and things of that nature. So he's getting real legit training too. I don't know why you seem not to respect it.
And he was. Listen, I was going to surprise you. I did some research. Hells don't lie. He was on your Golden Glove champion team too.
Oh, BJ Flores.
You remember? Yes, I did some research. Yeah. But
we're closing the gap with all these guys. I reached out to him, and we had a few conversations. So so we getting our sources back, and again we're going to be keeping our ear to the ground and letting these guys know what's going on.
Ground in our face our ear to the ground in our face in the gym.
All right, let's
get back in now.
All right, we gotta get ready to transition. We've been in for a little while.
So what do you ask me about Jake Paul? I'm gonna end it like this. I'm gonna just wrap it up if you don't mind real fast. I think Anthony Joshua is supposed to stretch him if he lasts the distance. There's something fishy going on. That's all I gotta say. If he loses, but watch it. Yes, there's something fishy going on because listen, they only going 8 rounds. Did they stop the time of the rounds too? 8 rounds? Right, come on. So that right there tell me something. You won't even go inside the 10.
Yeah.
That right? Oh, but guess what? Though it take Wild Wings Encyclopedia.
Now how many minutes? How many minutes? How many minutes? 2 or 3?
That's a good question. Yo, social media encyclopedia fans.
We're gonna
Google it. We're gonna find out.
Google me.
But it's 8 rounds.
Let's get that link, man. All right, we about to transition. We about to transition and get ready to close this thing out. All right.
Yo, listen, and let me say this to you. Let me say this real fast. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I was up all night, right? Seriously, and I'm just watching all types of boxing, champ. You know, because this is what we do. And I'm back that we in this thing because a lot of people miss us, believe it or not, and we miss them too. And we're going to feel that good energy, and we're going to feel it and acknowledge it. You're going to start to see it. That's why we predating our subscriptions at 7 something with less than 60 days. Oh man, that's a tremendous blessing. But let me just say this: I was wondering, what do you compare? Because I know that you're high on Tank Davis. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna get a PGO Nation and everybody something to think about. Tank Davis, if I had to compare him to an animal, it would be a crocodile. You ever know how we say we're lions and they got dog in them, and we compare humans to certain animal characteristics or certain traits because they just vicious, or he's a wolf, or he's a sheep, he's a goat, he's a bear. I thought about it, champ. I would compare this little pocket rocket, he's a crocodile. And you want to know why real fast before we transition?
I'm listening.
Because he's vicious. So you know he got that quote unquote instinct in him to do whatever he got to do to you. But then soon as he do it, he go into the crocodile state. You know the crocodile is at its most vulnerable point when it eats, when it's full.
Yeah, I think their body gets overheated or something like that.
Yes. And that's Tank. Every time he win, he do something else to lose. He get comatose.
That is true. Every time he wins in the ring, something
always happen. Every time he eat, he get comfortable and he just floats around and he just floats into Gentleman's Club. He just floats into the streets. Yeah, but you know, I just thought about that. But go ahead.
Let's listen. We got the link in the chat for those who want to come and join us. All right, we got pad work. Who won't work? We had a plethora of conversations from the Muhammad Ali Act to the top 15. Again, we're asking the PGO Nation to make sure you guys go and give up your top 15 fighters. That's going on right now. Okay.
I just want to say this: as far as the Muhammad Ali Act, you gotta give big ups to that legend, Bernard Hopkins, the alien, the world longest reigning middleweight champion of all times. He actually advocated, champ, for the Ali Act. We got to give his props. From 1999 all the way down to 2003. He even went to go testify. So we got to give big ups to B-Hop for fighting for that Muhammad Ali Act, man. You know, we really need you for that.
Absolutely. All right, fam, we got a few more minutes left. The link is in the chat for those who want to come and join the pal work. Who want work? Make sure you guys come in. Anything you guys want to talk about that we talked about, now is the time to do so. We encourage all our fans to join the link. Come on in.
We don't
want work.
Enter.
Let's see what's going on.
Enter.
Nobody as of now.
Nobody.
Huh?
Anything that somebody want to talk about?
The link is in the chat. If not, then we'll get ready to close out and we'll wait for a few seconds.
We on Ocho. Congratulations. We went from 0 to 8. We went from 0 to 8, champ. We here now, baby. We did 8 straight. We rolling. We went to Ocho. Somebody in the nation got to see something. Come on.
Hey,
Come on. Show us some love on the 8th episode. Come on.
and that's fine.
Spartans!
I'm all with it.
What is your profession?
Ooh.
Well,
All right.
I guess so. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everybody got to stand in 8. For the 8th episode. It's marking history.
We do. Who the hell is Mayor? Okay, let's see. We got one. Let's see what's going on.
He just beat the count.
He did. It's almost as if they was trying to be smart, right?
Yeah. Perfect
All right,
time.
let's add Spaghetti Netty 2. Let's see what's going on. Hold on one second.
Spaghetti Netty.
Not Spaghetti. I ain't mean to say Spaghetti Netty.
You like that name? That's stuck in there.
We got a couple of people in there. So let's see.
Spaghetti
Every time I do see that, I see Spaghetti Netty. So let's go. Let's go with Spaghetti first.
Spaghetti Netty.
What's up, y'all?
What up? Neff?
What's up? What's up, Dad?
What we talking about, man? What we talking about? Absolutely.
Well, your man Bud Crawford is an employee for Turkey Island Sheep.
What do you mean?
He's working the political magic for those guys so they could do what they want to do.
Yup. Wow.
I mean, a lot of those fighters are like he's just paying them TV rights. That's why you see the fights on YouTube the next day. You don't even got to buy those $80 fights. They're gonna be on YouTube the next day.
That is true.
Wow.
That is true.
Wow. Good observation.
Yeah,
So,
that's real.
I just wait till the next day.
So next week,
That's
right?
real.
Next week, we're talking about the top 15 fighters. They got Tank at 15. Can I bank on you to have a list?
A list? Yeah,
Top
I can have
15.
a list. Top 15.
Top 15. Listen,
I could put together.
I ain't knocking nobody list, Neff. If you listen, give me what you got because it's all subjective. But damn it, don't have Tank at no 15.
No doubt. I don't think it should be 15.
15? Like 6?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, not at no 15.
Come
I don't
on,
think it's
man.
15 guys better than Tank or 14.
No, it's not in this generation. You know what I'm trying to say? Come on.
No,
I know what he did
in this environment, like his landscaping now is not.
No doubt. You
name me a weakness that Tank got outside of starting slow. That's it. There's no weakness.
Fickle.
Hey, by the time he catch you, you go to say.
He's sensitive.
Yeah, emotional.
I mean, usually he's his own worst enemy. Like
that's
yes,
it.
He is.
That's it. But on the boxing side, resume, knockout power, speed, skills, defense, intellect, he top notch.
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna be looking for your list next week with Bivol. I'm excited to see if you even gonna have Benavidez, the Mexican.
Benavidez, my man. I like fighters. Like
you gotta have Benavidez. What are you talking about?
I like those guys like Benavidez, Tank over the boxers, really.
Okay. Now,
as far as a list, I could put together a nice list, though.
All right, so we're gonna have it next week, Neff, because we're gonna dedicate probably. We're gonna go over the list, and then I'm gonna ask the PGO Boxing to bring their list, and we're gonna take it from there. So make sure you got your list. We're only gonna do the top 15. Because that's what ESPN revealed. You got to dig deep into it. But all I know is
ESPN. What Turkey Island Sheep bought, the Ring magazine or ESPN?
He bought the Ring magazine.
I think he bought Ring magazine.
Ring magazine. With Nike Collins in him. I
don't trust him or Dana White. Dana White's going to try to make a
that's Bob Iger. He'll own ESPN
company. Just like the UFC, because the UFC is just a company. I had an argument at work because the guy was like, "No, the UFC is a sport." Like UFC's a company. This is why he could do whatever he wants.
You can do whatever he wants.
Right. It's a company.
And that's what Dana White trying to do with boxing. He's trying to make it a company. Yeah. And he can't pull this off without Turkey Al-Sheikh. He need that money.
Turkey Al-Sheikh, his first time coming in, he said he was about to die. Said he had some sort of disease. That was his first marketing plan. And
yes,
I don't know.
Yes, it was.
I don't know what him happened. He's well now, I guess.
I'm gonna tell you that.
Yo, I gotta read this comment to you real quick. So Philly Chevy said, he said Tank has no weaknesses. He can box, brawl, and disconnect lights. Absolutely. He
got weakness for women.
Yeah, he can. Yeah. Well. Then
I think that was a wild scandal. I think that was a wild scandal.
Categorize it right. He got a weakness for baby mamas.
Yeah. I think Jake Paul. I think that was a Jake Paul scandal too. So he could back out that fight. Because I don't think Tank is going to stick with the script on letting Jake Paul just beat him up or whatever.
He wasn't.
And it's just like everything just got swept under the rug. Like,
there's a lot of footage with Tank is saying like he's actually calling him out, like, you know, explosive. Next week I'll find those footages of Tank basically not going. But Spaghetti, I think you make sure next week.
Me and Harry the Hound, we're gonna do a segment the Hound Don't Lie.
You already know. I'm definitely on my list together. Love you.
PGO Nation.
Enjoy. I'm definitely about to jump back in.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We're gonna go into our next guest, Barry. Let's go to Barry first, and then we'll get to Yorba.
He's back again. God damn it.
Listen to me, okay? I want you to listen for a moment. Because Barry's a very busy man, all right?
Okay.
Very busy man. And I put the comments.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Barry.
Listen, I put my comments under all of the videos, and nobody has changed me yet. What is going on? Why would you come out with what the hell do you have on?
I started following you, Barry. I started following you.
He started following you, Barry. I got on shoulder pads.
Hold on.
Football shoulder pads.
You need a hat, why, Weezy? What is going on?
Okay, but I'll put a hat on, D-man. All right, go ahead.
That's not even.
Let me hear him, Tua.
I have been asking. I need to beat this guy, and I've been sitting in my room. I've been working on my uppercuts, and you guys just haven't responded to me. I did
respond. I accepted your friend request. I told you to hit me up on a podcast. I'll tell you what.
No. Hold on.
Hold the phone. Because listen, you guys call yourself. Put your gloves on. Put your gloves up. But nobody has gloves on. I'm the only one with the gloves. I'm the only one ready. I'm the only one.
Let's go, Barry. See? Let's go. No. Let's go. Let's go. You want this? And these gloves are special. No. These gloves are special. They pink. And we give it, they're pink for breast cancer. See? We ready.
Pink for breast.
See?
Why?
Yes.
Weezy, what does breast have to do with me beating the man, John? I don't understand. Is it not getting inside of your head?
Wow. Wow.
I want to fight. Give me a chance, please.
No.
Give me a chance.
No.
Try me now.
Wow. He's an animal.
For my knees and the messenger. Please.
Can you spell boxing? Can you spell fight?
Barry is angry. You said what?
Can you spell fight?
Now you're questioning my vocabulary? How dare you?
I'm just asking. Can you spell fight? You're so aggressive.
F-Y-T-E.
And what happened to your...
Hold on, Tua. Please let me hear him. I can't hear.
Hold What happened to your glasses, man?
You want to know what happened to Barry glasses?
Yes.
Okay. Here's a little story time for you. All right?
Oh my God.
Barry was walking down the street, listening to music. Was listening to little tunes. It was the same song that you was singing. I was listening to Candy Go. Yeah, oh my world. You look so sweet. You're a candy sweet. And then guess what? Guess what?
What happened, Barry? What happened?
Guess what?
What happened, Barry?
What?
Barry tripped on a banana peel.
Oh my God!
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Hey, Barry.
Wow!
We gotta get you, Barry.
And look what
Hold on,
Barry
get your
did.
footwork together.
Listen. I can't entertain this guy. I can't listen to him. Please let me.
We got to get his footwork together, champ.
Listen, Barry.
We just can't leave him out there like this. We got to help him, man. But we got to calm him down and get his footwork together, man. We got to help him, man.
I got it. I got this. Please.
Okay.
Barry.
Yes.
You sent me multiple messages. I responded to him. Listen, this week I'm going to be in the gym 2 days this week. You from North Philly? Yes. I'm going to be up 26 in Master. Is there any way you can get up there?
In the Masters? What?
26 in Masters, a gym called the Rec.
I can't count that high, man.
What the? 26 in Master. If you want me to train you, I'm going to look at you for one time. I'm going to be in the gym because everybody know that the champ been working back out. So I'm going to be at 26.
And we bring in cameras too, Barry. We bring in cameras.
I'm going to be at 26 in Master. If you want to come here, I can finally take a look at you. You said you in North Philly. This gym is at North Philly at 26 in Master. Can you get the 26 in Master?
I can do that for you, man.
All right, so if you can get there, I'm going to inbox you the time that I'm going to be there. I don't want everybody knowing what time I'm going to be there. Yeah. So I'm going to inbox the time you're going to be there. And I'm going to see what style you got, and I'll work for you. Is that okay?
You're going to show me the Kumatang?
A Kumatang?
Oh, my God. And don't wear those titty loafers, man. Get it together. Don't wear those titty loafers.
Barry, I'm asking.
You need boxing boots. You need boxing boots. Okay? Don't wear those titty loafers, man.
Right, we gotta go. But Barry, send me an inbox. I'm gonna inbox you.
Hold on. Listen, before I go, I just want to say that even though Barry gets a little angry at times, Barry loves everyone. I want to sing a song for you. Hold on. No, just wait for me, please. Hold on.
This guy's here. He works in Fat Elvis. Look.
Can
you stop interrupting me? Why?
Okay.
Barry loves you so. Barry loves
you. Gotta be kidding me. You gave him space for this shit?
I'm sorry, Barry's having a sad moment.
Hey, Barry, we got to go, Barry. We got to go, Barry.
I'm
going to invite you, Barry. Well, part 3 on Barry, because like Barry going to be calling
part 3, yeah.
I'm sorry, Barry, but
I love you all. I love you all.
We love you too, Barry. Have a good night, Barry. All right, Barry. Get it together, man. Wow, Rose. Yo, and you want to know the sad part about him? I actually feel for him. And don't even know him, but I feel for him. I guess I don't know, man. I mean, I don't know. Tears, man, kind of make me soft, man. But get back to what we was doing, man. Come on.
Well, this is I think this is our last and final call. We got G in the building.
Okay.
What's up, Greg?
Yo. What's up?
About you?
Yeah,
what's up, baby?
Oh man, proud of
Yo,
y'all, man.
dang. What's up, G?
Oh man, slow
what's your deal?
Man. On the West Coast, man. It's earlier.
Yeah. What time is it over there? It's 4 hours back, right? It's 3 or 4 or something?
3 hours. 5:41.
Okay. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. Man, I'm enjoying it, man.
Okay.
I'm enjoying
Whatever show
myself.
it is. How many of them did you? I didn't even know that you was peeping this. How many did you peep so far?
I think I got about 6. If I get out the gym a little
Oh
late,
wow!
I turn it on in the car, so I got about like 6 things.
Thank you. Okay.
So we'll talk about you.
Nah, man, I just called to congratulate y'all, man. I don't want to talk about nothing much.
Thank you.
Oh man, I
Thank
appreciate
you.
the love.
We love you, Cuzzo. We love you,
man. I love
Cuzzo.
y'all,
Thank
man.
you. We love you back, Cuzzo. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes,
I
sir.
hit y'all
Hey,
up
yo,
when I
listen,
get
man.
back. What's up?
Listen, man. And just, I don't know, man. Just, if you know this guy, Barry, do you know him?
I don't know.
The
Yeah,
guy that
that's
just.
funny.
Okay.
Yeah, watch out for people like that.
Okay. All right, man. I love you, Cuzzo.
I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe out
All
there.
right.
Thanks,
Thank
bro.
you, man.
Well, while
Wow.
we have another chaotic closing out with Barry.
Yeah.
He
That's
sent
crazy.
100. He sent 100 damn emails. Not emails. Inbox.
To you. I ain't even see.
To the PGO podcast, bro. He did.
Wow.
Yeah.
He persisted.
Yeah.
God.
But I'm gonna reach out
It's
to him.
another one.
We're gonna go to the jump.
Go ahead, champ.
Listen, if it ain't nothing, it's definitely entertainment. So I'm gonna bring to the PGO. If he actually come, we'll see if he can fight or not. All right, that's what we got. But
What
next
you going?
week,
Hold on. You gonna trade it to be the next Tank Davis?
nah.
Come on, champ. All right, come on, man. You gonna trade it to me, Tank Davis? Case emergency, break all the glass. Well, go ahead. Okay.
But next week we'll be bringing another show full in effect.
We're on night one, baby. We climbing.
We went a little overboard, but we got to thank our producer for that. They brought some great information about Bud Crawford retirement. I can't believe it, T.Y. I can't believe it. But Bud is 38, about to be 39.
Yeah. I told you what I think.
We brought some guaranteed facts from our source, which we got a call or a text through the phone. We had TMZ, and we were able to have our producer pull up a fact that you can't argue. Bud Twitter and Instagram. Saying that he's walking away. It ain't gonna get no better than that, right? That is definitely solidifying
Bud Twitter. Yeah. I thought it was Trump's Twitter, but Bud Twitter is just as powerful.
See, we got to get ready to close out with our saying.
All right, well, now you know. Blow for blow.
It's PGO.
Just like that.
Yeah. So, family, we want to thank everybody for joining. We'll see you guys next week and tune in. Make sure you guys share this, like, subscribe. PGO. Warriors.
Come out to play.
Love you guys. We out of here.
We love y'all. We out. Yeah.